A big story that we're getting, that of Russia also coming into the war of words as far as the S-400 missile deal with India is concerned. Remember, the US President Donald Trump had reacted very sternly, almost issuing a warning against India when asked on sanctions. He had said that India will get to know soon, sooner rather than later. Now we're getting to know Russia's first reaction. Russia is saying that the two countries have ways to bypass the US sanctions and more deals with India are planned. So a snub coming in from Russia on the issue of sanctions that the US is threatening on India as far as its defense deal with Russia is concerned. It's been a flip-flop of sorts and very murky reactions coming in from US, because initially they seem to have softened their stance when India reiterated to them that this deal is important and that they will be going ahead with it. Then Trump came forward and issued this warning. Listen in.
Last week, India signed an agreement with Russia to purchase S-400 missile.
Yeah, I know they did.
$5.4 billion.
Yeah.
Would CAATSA sanctions apply to India, or are you planning
India's going to find out, aren't they?
Are you planning to give them a waiver?
India will find out.
When?
You'll see. Sooner than you think.
There you heard. The US had shot out a warning, and it was none other than the US President Donald Trump himself. And now the Russian state has reacted to Trump's dare, coming not just to the defense of India, but also in a snub to the US, has said that the two countries, that is India and Russia, have a means to bypass those US sanctions that the USA is threatening, and that there are more deals that are planned with India. Let's go across to our executive editor Abhishek Kapoor joining us for more on this. So, not surprisingly, Abhishek, Russia has stared back at the US on the threat of those sanctions to India.
Well, Russia would obviously want to do, because Russia has faced increasing isolation by the United States, Shivani. We have to remember CAATSA is actually aimed at isolating Russia even further. The fact that despite CAATSA fear looming large, India went ahead with the S-400 deal clearly shows that the partnership between India and Russia, so far as the defense sector is concerned, is more durable than the fear of these sanctions. Having said that, even America is an important partner, so maybe some kind of modus vivendi would be found out between the Ministry of Defense and the Ministry of External Affairs. There are a lot of deals. India is a big buyer, in fact, world's largest buyer of defense equipment every year. So there would be something would be bought from the Americans, and the others bought from the Russians, depending on what fits best so far as the needs of our defense forces is concerned. And that has been made clear by India that CAATSA is an American law, so it does not impinge upon India's sovereignty. Having said that, given the fact that some kind of dare has come from the Americans with Donald Trump, the president, saying that India will soon see what comes its way, it's clear that some kind of response has come from the Russians. But effectively, Shivani, diplomatically speaking, it's between the Russians and the Americans. And while India has a difficult balancing act to do, both nations remain important partners in India's growth.
Appreciate Abhishek joining us on that story.